Top 10 Nostradamus predictions that came true. Michel de Nostradame, more popularly known as Nostradamus, was a world-famous physician and astrologer in the 1500s. His Les Prophesies became a huge hit because it contained roughly 350 predictions. To date, several of his predictions have come true. Number 10. Louis Pasteur. In Nostradamus' book, he states that Pasteur will be celebrated almost as a godlike figure, but by other rumors he shall be dishonored. His prediction came to be true. In the 19th century, Pasteur discovered vaccines that could treat diseases, which seemed to be a miracle. But in 1995, Gerald Geeson ran a story in the New York Times that was about Pasteur making misleading accounts of the success of the anthrax vaccine. After that publication, his reputation went down a little. Number 9. Charles de Gaulle. We all know that Charles de Gaulle was crowned as the French leader thrice. He was the Prime Minister, President, and leader of the French Free Forces. This was predicted well in advance by Nostradamus. 3 times one surnamed de Gaulle will lead Italy, and the one of Saint Mark to tremble. Number 8. Landing on the moon. He will come to travel to the corner of Luna. In this case, he was referring to astronauts of the future, and Luna means moon in many languages. It became a coincidence that the American lunar landing aircraft was named the Eagle, which is what Nostradamus predicted would be what landed on the moon. Number 7. Napoleon. Nostradamus wrote, "Paix, nay, Oleron will be more of fire than of blood. He will refuse entry to the piouses, the depraved ones, and the durance will keep them imprisoned." While Paix, nay, Oleron are 3 French cities, if you jumble the letters around, you get Napoleon Roy, which in French means Napoleon the King. Nostradamus was right when he predicted that Napoleon did not belong to the noble lineage and had imprisoned the Popes Pius VI and VII. Number 6. Assassination of the American president. Although this one can be attributed to the many deaths of the brominated people, researchers feel like this prediction, the great man will be struck down in the day by a thunderbolt, was reference to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Because JFK was seen as one of the greatest presidents America has had, they believe that he is the great man Nostradamus was referring to. Number 5. September 11th, 2001, or 9/11. Centuries ago, this astrologer had predicted the tragedy in his own heart-wrenching words. He wrote, "Earth-shaking fire from the center of the earth will cause tremors around the new city. 2 great rocks will war for a long time. Then Arethusa will redden New River." Number 4. London Fire. The Great Fire in London that broke out in 1666 and continued for 3 long days was first predicted by Nostradamus. Long before fire even broke out, he had said that the blood of the just will commit a fault at London. Burnt through the lighting of 23's the 6th, the ancient lady will fall from her high place. Several of the same sect will be killed. The fire started at the baker's shop and took down all of medieval London. Only 6 deaths were reported from this tragedy. Number 3. Atomic bomb. Although this specific prophecy could attribute to any war that has happened, many feel like it fits best with the atomic bombs that were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Read for yourself and see how you view them. Near the gates and within 2 cities, there will be scourges, the like of which was never seen, famine within plague, people put out by steel, crying to the great immortal God for relief. Number 2. Death of Henry II. This verse was the one that made his prophecies so famous. On the field of combat in a single battle, he will pierce his eyes through a golden cage. 2 wounds made 1, then he dies a cruel death. He had predicted King Henry II of France's future with every detail. Then he wrote a letter apologizing to him, stating that his prediction was not meant to be about him. But yet, King Henry died 10 days after his injuries from a fencing tournament, where 2 shards had pierced his eye. Number 1. Hitler. While this whole list is full of crazy predictions that had come true because people have deciphered their meaning as much as they could, the prediction that falls at number 1 did not take long to decipher. From the depths of the west of Europe, a young child will be born of poor people. He who by his tongue will seduce a great troop. Beasts furious with hunger will cross the rivers. The greater part of the battlefield will be against Hister. Into a cage of iron will the Great One be drawn, when the child of Germany observes nothing. There really is no doubt that this prediction is about Hitler and his Third Reich.
As usual, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this clip, be sure to like it and leave a comment. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button to see more awesome Top 10 clips. We come out with Top 10 videos just for you every week. You can also now follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and other social media platforms. Check out the links in the description.